What's up, everybody? Just wanted to give y'all a quick reminder that this is not financial advice. This is not professional trading advice or anything like that. This is just for purely entertainment purposes. The information that I'm going to give out for you guys today. So, today in this video, we're going to be talking about the daily bias. All right, how do I use the daily bias? How should you use the daily bias? What is the daily bias? Well, let's start this video off talking about what is the daily bias, right? Essentially, how I would define it is essentially just you trying to figure out where is the market likely to go during the daytime, right? During that specific day. Is it going up or is it going down, right? It's a very simple concept, but it's something that a lot of traders probably either don't use, or maybe you're just a beginner trader and you're not even familiar with this term and this terminology. So let's go ahead and talk about that today. I'm going to show you guys how I used it today to pretty much avoid trading in the markets today. And you can use this to avoid choppy markets like the one we had this Monday, right? July 7, 2025, right? So my chart is looking a bit weird because let me just try to refreshing it. Let's go to my watch list. I don't know why is it looking like this. Let's go to this chart. Strange behavior. So the reason why I'm saying this strange behavior is because, all right, so let's just get into this video, all right? I don't want to make this video too long, but essentially, I left a message for you guys in my community tab, and what I was looking at was this high right here on the daily time frame, and this is from Thursday, July the 3rd, 2025, and we have Friday. Friday was I believe there was the holiday, July the 4th, so nothing really happened on that Friday. So essentially, what I was looking at was this right here. If you guys go to my community tab, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And I left a message on that community tab saying that I'm essentially waiting for the market to break out past one of these key areas, right? Which was the daily high or the daily low. So that's essentially how I look for my daily bias, right? I try to see where did the market break out first? Did it break out the top or did it break out the bottom? Because most likely, if it breaks out the top, market could want to go down, right? Especially if, like, let's say, New York session come around and you see that the price have already breaking out the top of a zone, then you could pretty much use that to say, all right, are we going to just continue to go higher, or do the market want to go lower based on the information that was given to you on, smaller time frames, maybe the 4 hour, the 1 hour, 15 minute, 30 minute time frame, right? This is the daily chart that we're looking at right here. So, that's what I will be that's how I like to use my daily bias, right? So let me give you guys an example of what that will look like. Obviously, when you zoom out, you guys can see that we are we're uptrending, right? And because we're uptrending, you guys can see that price broke out the top of these daily candles every time, right? It breaks out the top. So when you see price continuing to break out the top of these daily candles, that's clearly letting you know that, hey, we're uptrending. And every once in a while, price will come back down and sweep liquidity on the downside as well. And you guys can see that's what happened right here on a daily time frame. So the reason why that is so important, because you can use that information to, use the higher time frames to place trades. Because if you know that the price is less likely to come down here and break out the bottom because we're uptrending, you could possibly use that to go into your lower time frames, your 4 hour, your 1 hour chart, to find a trade. So that's pretty much how I use the daily bias, right? And ICT has a really good video on daily bias. Just type in ICT daily bias, and I think you will find a really good video about the daily bias there. Also, JCap just made a really good video about the daily bias, and JCap even said it out his own mouth that his trading went to the next level when he was able to understand the daily bias, right? So that is why I'm making a video about this right now, because it was something like when I heard him say that, I had to go do some more research into it myself. And like for like the past few weeks, I've been using it, and it has helped a lot. Like today, it helped me not even take a trade today because I don't want to trade in the inside day like this right here, right? And if you don't know what an inside day is essentially when price, right, today's price stays within yesterday's candle, right? So you can see that, because it's Monday today, yesterday was Sunday, so obviously it was closed, but this was, I think, Thursday price action right here. And you guys can see that price stayed within the low and the high of this candle, right? But then I'll give you guys another example. And I did place a trade this day, but I'll give you guys another bait. Let me finish the video real quick. So I'll give you guys another example of, right, this right here. Now I'm going to move my lines. I'm going to put this line on this swing low down here. And then I'm going to put this line on this swing high up here, right? Now notice how on this day, which was a Wednesday, price broke below here first, and then it came up. So normally this is how you would use this, right? Price broke below first. Notice we're uptrending. So you could kind of use this sweep of liquidity as a turtle soup because like I just said, if we're uptrending, it's not always likely to break through the downside. So when it do break through the downside, you're going to like look at this as a turtle soup type of situation going back up to target the upside, which would be this high up here on a daily time frame. Notice how it did not give you that right away, but the next day it eventually did go up there and sweep that liquidity, right? So that is why my current day's liquidity is up here. That I'm going to be looking for this swing high to get broken out. But because price right here is starting to come through the bottom, I want to see maybe are we going to retrace, or are we going to start setting up for a potential reversal in the market, right? To sweep out some more of this liquidity. So we're just going to have to wait and see, but that's essentially what I like to look for. And then there's ways you can backtest this too, right? Just go to your previous day's candle and see what happened throughout the week, right? So you see we had a swing high right here, swing low on a daily. Well, it technically is not a swing high, swing low, but we had a daily high right here, then a daily low. Market breaks down past this low, starts to climb up, all right? And then every day as the market is going up, notice how it just breaks out the top. It never really breaks out the bottom. So that's one way you can use the daily bias to not only, find trades, but figure out where the market is going, right? Because look at this example over here. This is more like consolidation. So notice right here, if we start from this candle where I got my vertical line at, you notice we broke out the top, right? We never broke out the bottom of this candle. We broke out the top. Then on this candle right here, same scenario. We broke out the top, never broke out the bottom. So we was uptrending. Then right here, we had a day where it broke out the top and broke out the bottom. Now, ICT says on his daily bias video that when this happened, typically you can expect a big day to start to form. But as you guys can see, it's not always the case where you might see that. So, but you can identify your trend. We're going up. As you guys can see, when this red candle happened, and then we take out this low right here, but not this low, maybe you can be buying with a stop loss right here, with the ideal of targeting maybe either this high or something of that nature, right? So there's many different things I can talk about on daily bias, but I just want to keep this video nice and short and simple so you guys don't get too lost, right? Essentially, what you want to do is go into your charts and back test it and see where is the market breaking out. Is it breaking out the top or the bottom? You want to at least look back 3 to maybe 7 to 10 days so you can kind of get a full picture of what's going on, right? For this current market, if I was to use the Fibonacci tool from this swing high to this swing low, this yellow line right here is my 50% zone. Could we come down here and wick this? Maybe. I don't know. You know, we could also use a shorter term swing high to swing low, which would be right here, this swing low to this swing high. And if we're using that short term measurement, then we're already in a little discount right here, sweeping out this daily low right here, and then maybe we could possibly see it go back up. So we're just going to have to see what happens tomorrow and for the rest of this week and the rest of the month of July, and then we'll just make our moves from there. So, you know, if this was a good daily bias video, leave a comment, leave a like. I know it's pretty short, it's pretty simple. It's nothing really too fancy, too special in this video, but I just wanted to make a video about that because I think it is something that is really important to pay attention to every day before you get into the market. Go on that daily time frame and see what level was taken out first on the daily time frame, either the previous day or the previous 2 or 3 days. See what level got taken out first. Was it the buy side or the sell side? And then from there, you're going to create a narrative that's going to get you on the right side of the market. So that's the video, you guys. Like I said, make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate everybody for supporting. Until the next time, see y'all.